Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. On the Eagles sideline, head coach Nick Sirianni. His defense made a statement their last time out, pitching a shutout in last week's win. On the other side, Commanders head coach Dan Quinn. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
This will be caught by Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Mariota now. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mariota throwing middle, but it's incomplete. John Bates, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season, but Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Look, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together, but to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Throwing, Mariota trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. His short throw caught by Goddard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
42 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal. Hurts. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is incomplete. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Complete. It's Dotson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now, back out on the field, put together a good drive and get some points of their own.
That's good for a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, Mariota. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 69 yards and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. They begin with a run by Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. You talk about this Washington defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Mariota. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action now. Mariota. He'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt.
Mariota's pass.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Mariota to throw it. Quick slant to Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
A gain of 12.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
Now they show jet sweep it instead, a run up the middle here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
3 yards. That's another.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Davis busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Mariota. Open man is Samuel, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Barkley. It's a gain of 11. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Through the middle of the field. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there for Philly. And even 40 yards.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
That's a nice explosive play there, and this defense told us we have to have our eyes right on their RPO sets, and they did not have their eyes right.
I love that term, eyes right, meaning they have to be in the proper place and read your keys. And a smart thinking guy running an offense can see when you break down on that, and he took full advantage of it.
Barkley inside handoff. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 56 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Quick throw complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mariota.
47-yard line.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel.
Mariota's pass
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's good for a Commander's first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing is Mariota. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
From the gun, Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. Following the interception here, Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's good for a Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake, Mariota. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 17-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now. They go play action. Mariota. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, this is McNichols. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jeremy McNichols A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's 17-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
Jake Moody to kick off.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense and receiver Devontae Smith set for this next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
And an Eagle first down.
Hurts. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Commanders back out late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Mariota. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll throw again. Mariota looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's down inside the 15.
That's good.
To throw Mariota. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Noah Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
13 yards on the play. That's good for an Eagles.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you.
from Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A tough season for them to this point, and here's part of the reason why. You see, the injuries have left them shorthanded in prior weeks, and that's the case again here in this one.
Brandon, great teams can overcome injuries and keep their seasons on track, but sometimes even the great teams have injuries that are just too numerous, or they affect the wrong group of guys, the guys who actually lead their ball club, and it's just tough to get past them. This team struggling with that.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Throwing is Hurts. Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here's Krosky Merritt to start the drive. Through the middle of the field. He may go.
Touchdown, Washington!
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
The Commanders' offense and Marcus Mariota getting set for this next drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
109 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run once more with JCM.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Mariota from the gun on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
On play action, Mariota.
He'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
Short throw here to the tight end Bates.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Again, it's Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line.
The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying, but nothing that they have done has worked so far.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Zach Baugh there on the tackle. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9.
Now Mariota. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up.
They'll sneak it with Mariota. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. Mariota to throw it this time.
That is caught. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Oh, good move. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Slot man moves right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
It's complete, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Washington ready to try again on offense.
Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Mariota.
Hitting Samuel on the slant.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be first down, Washington.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. That is into the hands of Krosky Merritt.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
To throw is Mariota. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Mariota. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
right at the 50-yard line.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hurts.
He dumps it off to Barkley. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
Eagles, first down. 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Bigsby. He is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Lost a yard. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A beautiful, now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
On the stop. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 25 yards.
And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
And here on 3rd down, your #1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
makes the score Eagles.
So they only needed 3
36.
plays on that
Commanders,
drive.
28.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. This 2nd and 4.
Number 1, Deebo Samuel. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
To throw Mariota. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
Mariota to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Deron Payne who got in there to make the play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for an Eagles.
Throwing is Hurts. That one complete out to Dotson.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Eagles, 1st down. A gain of 15. 1st down, Philadelphia.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts.
To Barkley on the check down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again.
36-yard line.
Complete. It's Dotson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19.
A gain of
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jahan Dotson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
The last series for a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Mariota. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing is Mariota.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
And a Washington first
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Short throw here to the tight end Bates. Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
Here's Mariota. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Here's 1st down.
Yards. That's another Washington
Mariota.
First down.
This to McLaurin out on the left side.
Mariota's pass.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds down at the 8-yard line. A 7-yard
Now Mariota.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
That's good.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal.
To throw Mariota.
And it's caught.
Mariota's pass.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Now
goal.
Mariota.
At the 2-yard line.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, a 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts
as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
The Washington offense set to take over.
This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Mariota.
He's got McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Quick throw there is incomplete. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left.
Another try from the 19, 2nd and 10.
Here's Mariota. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for Philadelphia, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.